Please welcome to the blue corner, Gabriel Wanderley.
All right, Brazil, stand up. Gabriel Wanderley, 1-0 already, making his Fury debut. Trying to get his first Fury win here. Got a debut win over Dimas Chapa.
Yeah, I mean, he debut win by rear naked choke over Dimas Chapa. This guy was 7-1 as an amateur. And the thing I always look at whenever you see these, no matter if they're amateur or pro, I always look at what their opponent's combined record was. His opponent's combined record as an amateur in 8 fights was 32-6.
Oh, wow.
So he never fought a scrub. He never fought anybody that he thought he could beat. He went in there for challenges on every single fight. Every person, even his debut, they all had winning records. 3 or 4 fights. Some of them were undefeated whenever they fought. And he was very, very young as an amateur. And so his one loss is by a split decision to Anthony Furfur. And it was in my eyes, this guy is another one of these great prospects in the 135 division.
Yeah, he definitely looks the part. All right, let's go inside the weigh-in to meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Keron Reed.
Our final Houston fighter of the night and our final fight of the night, Keron Reed. 6-0 as an amateur, fought 3 times for Fury. And now trying to get his 2-0 start here, man, for Fury. This guy has a lot of promise and a lot of hype.
Yeah, and it's well-deserved, too. He's never lost a fight. 6-0 as an amateur, 1-0 as a pro. He had 2 knockouts as an amateur, and the rest of those other 4 wins were all decisions. So a lot of cage time. It's not like he's been running through people. He has had fights where he's done that, but, 6-0 as an amateur, 1-0 as a pro. 7th fight overall, undefeated, has a boxing background also. So this guy's very, very dangerous, very good fighter.
Talented fighter, he just loves to perform. That's the biggest thing, he loves performing.
Yeah, his pro debut was against Aljamain Sterling's brother with some serious wrestling chops, and man, Keron shut that down hard. Not an easy debut fight, not an easy second fight, but like Smotherman, you get guys like him who fight nothing but killers. If they can make it to the top, they're going to be ready to go.
Our tail of the tape brought to you by Private Label Bags. Make sure you get yours today. You see the slight height advantage for Wanderley and the 2-inch reach advantage for Reed. Let's go inside to Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by Private Label is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury FC Bantamweight division, and it is your final match of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 136.2 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, by way of Recife, Brazil, he holds a professional record of 1 win, no losses. This is the Recife Shark, Gabriel Wanderley. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, and he weighed in at 136.2 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, he holds a professional record of 1 win, no losses. This is Keron Reed. Your referee in charge, Patrick Patlon.
Keron Reed just anxious to get this thing started. Red gloves for him, blue for Wanderley.
Yeah, both these guys at 135, both these guys very tall, 5'10 and 5'11. Very tall fighters for this weight class.
Keron shooting in. I mean, this is deep. This is arm in, so it could be worse. But I mean, he's fully closed guard. They're dry. Wanderley's strong. And Keron's going to have to really choose his next few moves wisely.
Yeah, got to be careful here. He definitely doesn't want to take him to the ground. He doesn't want this to go down because you don't want Wanderley to be able to get to his hip. If that arm is in, you don't want him to be able to bridge. You don't want him to be able to get over to his left hip. You don't want him to be able to fix the angle here. That's all he's missing is the angle.
That's right, yeah. And then Keron, keeping Wanderley on the cage, just stops Wanderley from like really driving his hips forward.
And plus he's got his arm in there, his fist kind of digging into that hip.
If you look at Keron's right arm, though, it's not on the wrist. Can Keron's right hand capture the wrist of Wanderley to alleviate some pressure? I'm surprised. Yeah. I think Keron realized if he stays upright, yes, it's challenging on the hamstrings, but it's a little safer on his neck.
Ooh, this is why you do
he's popping out of it nice.
Yeah, good work there by Keron Reed.
Not quite out of the hot zone yet. Wanderley being a jiu-jitsu ace. Closed guard is honestly #1 position for submissions in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, very odd spot here. In a spot to take a little bit of damage here.
He's looking for a leg, but Keron's well aware.
Oh yeah, he's crawling hard back. He needs to push that leg over his arm or over his head. Get both those legs on the side. Although, if he does that, he's going to be able to, this is what you do not want. You do not want that high guard.
Super posture. He's got to clear his head. You can't let him use the cage to figure 4. There we go. Getting his right arm in. I mean, this isn't as bad.
Good shaking there by Keron Reed. Frees up his right arm for the time.
All right, this is where Wanderley got to let his legs go and stand up. I mean, I get being a jiu-jitsu guy, but you're standing up in closed guard. There's no place for this.
Yeah.
We've seen some slam knockouts from guys trying this tactic.
Oh, big elbows.
Oh,
now
Keron
big punches
Reed.
from the top for Keron Reed.
This could be dangerous. That underhook from Keron is doing good work. He's got to watch out for his arm, but it's keeping his leg out of immediate danger.
That Wanderley leaving that foot in there, susceptible to a toe hold, but looks like he's got Keron Reed concentrating on making sure that he doesn't get that, doesn't pull that leg out, staying heavy on that left leg.
Keron Reed just teeing off now. Gabriel holding on, giving up.
Man, Gabriel being insistent on staying in that position is taking some damage here.
Let it go. Yeah, you got to let it go. You're not even getting control of the leg.
I mean, what are you aiming for here? You got the arm, but the arm... Man. He got a leg.
So he's got the figure 4. Okay, now it's dangerous. Tries to get all of his weight on that right leg. Oh man, there's some options here.
What's the best option right now for him?
Man, he's got to be careful. He's going to pull that right leg out, but if Keron tries to push that other leg through that either heel hook or cloverleaf, if you're pulling that other one over the top, it looked like he was trying to set up that cloverleaf. He wants him to kind of push that figure 4 and go long with that heel. You see him kind of reaching behind there with that, barely putting the thumb behind that Achilles on the other side. What he wants is to push that figure 4 through, expose that foot on the other side. And what you do is you press the shin bone against their own shin bone, puts a lot of pressure in there, and that leg will break. That small bone will break in that position.
So I thought he was going to look for the inside heel hook.
Yeah, here it is.
Yes, Keron did a great job clearing his heel, getting his knee out. The guy still wants to be in guard.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, kind of a leaping punch there into the guard of Gabriel Wanderley. Man, nice round for Keron Reed. Was in a little bit of trouble to start the round with that guillotine, and then kind of ill-advised Alex. Gabriel Wanderley just demanded on staying in guard there, and it's put him in a bad position for the entire first round. You see here, Keron was doing a lot of damage here, landing some shots, landing some good shots, and even though you know, he had to be careful, and he was aware that he was in trouble there at the times that he was, but knew exactly how to defend it. Beautiful defense there. Spun out of that outside heel or inside heel hook. But yeah, you could see that Gabriel Wanderley at one point was going for that cloverleaf. He wanted him to feed that other foot through. He wanted it to be long, and he was going to press hard against that. He was in great position for it. But Keron Reed obviously knew about it. Knew what to look for and knew what to do. Didn't make the mistake.
Man, and it's possible, but if Wanderley can't catch a sub, I mean, in the first 10 seconds when they're drying a guillotine in the guard, as this fight progresses, it's going to be harder and harder. Yeah, Mike, you called it. These guys are built very similarly.
Yeah, you know, about the same length. I think Keron Reed has a little bit longer reach, but you know, very similar in height, very similar build. Oh, yeah, both young and athletic, obviously.
25-year-old Keron Reed with the 3-inch reach advantage.
The left hook was doing good work there for Wanderley, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he was landing well when up against the cage, and you know, goes in for that single leg.
Keron's been doing better work on the ground than Wanderley is having some success on the feet. It's like a twist.
Look at that little black belt mic cam right here.
Yeah, and here is Keron Reed, you know, pushing down on the head. Wanderley scrambling, trying hard to get to that back. Maybe reaching from a little bit far to try to get that back. He was a little bit low. And so this position is, you know, advantage Keron Reed there for a second. Now he's got the back. Now he might be a little bit high. So as these guys are a little bit slippery, like you said, Alex, but he does have a figure 4 body lock here.
I mean, this is the best position he's had by a mile.
Yeah, and you got to think he does not want to lose this, so very technical, very good. Keron Reed standing up here, going to try to use that cage, kind of peel Wanderley off of his back, create some angles to get back in front of him, turn back around, but even if he turns around and faces him, I wouldn't be surprised if Wanderley kept this figure 4 on the body.
Yeah.
And Gabriel has gotten a lot of right time.
Oh, man, this is going to be deep. This is going to be dangerous.
Yeah,
it's fully
very,
figure 4.
Tight. Yeah, this is gonna finish.
Man.
He's gonna finish, yeah.
That's it. Got the tap. Wow, good work for Gabriel.
And Wanderley knew. He knew he had to be on Keron, any position. I mean, once he was on that back, he had it sunk in.
Yeah, and I think Keron Reed might have been out on his feet just a little bit there. He was kind of stunned whenever after he let go, he kind of turned around, was like, what happened? And then I think he might have gone out just for just a second.
All right, let's take a look at our highlights. Man, Gabriel is a guy to watch out for.
Yeah, and we questioned his decision to kind of turn this into a grappling match, and he's winning that exchange. And then this is why. He's got a ton of confidence when it comes to this. You see there, here they are, there's the tap, and you know, as Keron turns around, he kind of was a little bit spaced out, so, but very tough, very strong finish there for Wanderley.
All right, we'll go inside in just a second. Wade Leggett just regrouping there. All right, we'll get Keron in there, and now let's go to Wade.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 2 minutes, 21 seconds into round number 2. Declaring your winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, the Recife Shark, Gabriel Wanderley.
All right.